Hello Deepali, Namaste. You may start. Welcome.
Namaste Bhaiya. Namaste everyone. I shall share the screen from my side. Is it visible Bhaiya? Yes. Welcome everyone. Namaste to all. Welcoming you all to our weekly follow-up session on universal human values. So now we are discussing session 6, Understanding Health. We are discussing the concerns during the student induction program. The very first session, we asked the students to write their aspirations and concerns. So among their concerns, time loss due to health issues. This was a major concern of many of the students. So here in the session, we'll be discussing that concern, the concern of the students related to health issues. So these were the list. The previous session also we were discussing this list. This we have prepared in the very first session of student induction program. Aspirations. Many of them are saying that I want to be happy, healthy, knowledge, ability to decide my own independently, purification of the mind, controlling the mind, self-confidence, many aspirations. And stress also coming out of, and issues also, concerns also, like red letters, right side, it indicates the concern of the students. Coming out of stress, managing pressure of academics, time management, loss of time due to illness, entertainment, domination of one gender, pressure of placement, overcoming negative thinking, attending classes, peer pressure, temptations, anger, depression, suicidal thoughts. So among these concerns, today we are discussing about the concern due to health issues, loss of time due to illness. So previous session we discussed about the concern in the individual level by understanding human being. So here we can continue with that exploration. So the aspiration is, I want to be healthy. I want to eat tasty but healthy food. I want a healthy, peaceful environment. Some of the aspirations and concerns are related. So if someone is saying that I want to be healthy, someone else may be saying the issues related to health, infections from the environment, non-communicable disorders like obesity, tension, depression, inefficient use of time, time loss due to illness. So we'll be discussing this concern. Actually, this concern and this aspiration are much related. So let us try to address this concern and aspiration by understanding human being through a holistic approach. So let us think about that proposal on human being. Let us revisit the proposal on human being. Proposal about human being. Everyone, all of us, all human beings, we are a coexistence of self and body. Each of us, we are able to see our body. If I see the mirror, I can see the image there, image of my body there. I can see the others. But what about the human beings? They are only the body or something else? If I see my image in the mirror, there is something more than the image. In me, I can call it as self. So self is there, body is there. Both of them are coexisting. If we discuss the proposal, the same proposal, who is taking the decision? If you want to attend the session, who is taking the decision? Self or body? Self is deciding, I want to attend the session. Body is just used as an instrument. If you are watching a movie, who is taking the decision to watch the movie? Self or body? Self is taking the decision to watch the movie, to attend the session. Yes, nice. Many of you are able to see that. Self is taking the decision to watch the movie. Self is enjoying the music. When you are hungry, who is deciding? I am hungry, I can take food. Self is deciding. Actually, food is the requirement of the body. Yes. I am deciding. Self is deciding. So self, the need of the self is physical facility. Food is an example for physical facility. Clothing, I need to protect my body. That also is a physical facility. I need shelter. That also is a physical facility. So the need of the body are fulfilled by physical facilities. Whereas the need of the self, I am happy, I feel respected. So who is having all these feelings? Self or body? Who is having this feeling of happiness? Self or body? Yes, self. Self is having the feeling of happiness. Self is having the feeling of respect. Need of the self is happiness, respect, love, care, all these feelings. Now, if we see the time, in terms of time, how long I need respect, how long I need happiness. Am I able to see that morning I can be happy, evening I can be unhappy? Is it like that? I need happiness. I need all these feelings continuously. Yes. Nice. You are able to see that. I need all these feelings continuously. Then what about the need of the body? I can take my breakfast in the morning. I may be taking lunch in the afternoon. In between, if I am hungry, I may be taking some food as and when required. I need food, but as and when required. I won't be able to eat continuously. It's only a temporary need. In terms of quantity, if you see, I can measure how many dosha I'm taking in the morning, how many chapati I'm eating for dinner, how much quantity of rice I'm eating for lunch. I can measure the quantity of all the physical facilities. I can count the number of clothes I'm having. I can count the number of books I'm having. All the physical facilities, I can measure it. I require it in limited quantity. Whatever is the number, I can count it. Not in unlimited quantity. Even if it is 100 pair of clothes, I can count the number. It is in limited quantity. But what about the need of the self? Can I measure the feelings? Am I able to count happiness, weigh respect? No, they are qualitative. Feelings are qualitative. That means need of the self is qualitative, whereas need of the body is quantitative. How can I fulfill these needs? Need of the body, if I take the example of food, it is made of physiochemical things. If I take the example of clothing, that also is made of physiochemical things. All the physical facilities are made of physiochemical things. Need of the body is fulfilled by physiochemical things. But what about the need of the self? I can fulfill the need of the self. Happiness is a need of the self. Respect is a need of the self. Care, guidance, all these are right feelings. If I have right understanding and right feeling, I can fulfill the need of the self. If you are able to remember the example we used to say in many workshops, like when you are watching a movie, sitting comfortably, either in a theater or in your home, nice ambience, comfortable environment, AC is there. That means physical facility is there. You feel comfortable, body feel comfortable. But suddenly someone is coming and sitting next to you whom you have a feeling of opposition. Will you feel comfortable in this moment? Will you be able to continue watching the TV or watching the movie with same comfort? You can respond through the chat box. What about your feeling? No. We feel discomfort. We feel discomfort. Why we are having this discomfort? Because of the lack of right feeling and right understanding. Right understanding is missing. Right feeling is missing. Need of the self is not fulfilled. What about the activity? Activity of the body. Now I am talking. You are listening. These are the activities. I am sitting. Someone is walking. Someone is dancing. Eating. All these are the activities of the body. But what about the activity of the self? Activity of the self is desire, thought, and expectation. Imagination. It is going on continuously within us every time. Now also I am talking to you, but if I am able to observe, I can see my imagination. You can also try to see that, your own imagination. If you are listening to me, you are paying attention to me, your thoughts may be connected with the discussion. But there is a chance that you can think about something else. Then what happens? Your attention will get diverted. So this imagination is the activity of the self. Is it going on continuously or temporary? What do you think about this? Activity of the self, is it continuously or temporary? You can respond through the chat box. What do you think about the activity of the self? Continuously, you can write C. Temporary, you can write T. Yes, nice. Many of you are able to see that. Activity of the cell is continuous. What about the activity of the body? Is it continuous or temporary? Am I able to sleep continuously? No. After a period of time, I will wake up. Am I able to walk continuously? No. I feel tired, then I'll stop walking. I'll be taking rest. Is there any activity of the body which is continuous? You just observe your body. Is there any activity in your body which is continuous? No activity. Someone is writing. Saujanya ji is writing. No activity. What about others? All of you can respond. If we think about our respiration, we may think that it is a continuous process. But how is it happening? We are taking the air inside and we are giving out carbon dioxide. So, and exhaling. That also is not continuous. We won't be able to continuously take air. We have to give it out. Food is a continuous factor for the body. I'm not able to read the name. Yeah, Zoom user it says. Maybe you can write the name. Yeah, we need food continuously. But are you able to eat continuous food? Food continuously? I don't think it's possible. When I am hungry, I may be eating food. Yeah. Savjanya ji is saying periodically. Kalpana Rani ji is saying no. I may be eating 2, 3 dosha chapati. Number can be more. But in a particular stage, I won't be able to eat even a single piece, even a single dosha, even a single chapati. So it won't be possible. I may need to stop it. So everything is like that. When we are feeling thirsty, we want to take water. We may be drinking liters of water. But whether we will be able to continue like that? No. After a certain quantity, we may need to stop it. So every activity of the body is temporary. But activity of the self is continuous. Any of you want to say anything? I can see many participants from our student workshops. If you want to say something, you can raise your hand. I can provide you the mic. So what was our discussion? We were discussing about the proposal on human being. Human being is a coexistence of two realities, self and body. They are different in terms of the need, activity, and also response. Yes. So we were discussing about this. Need is happiness. Need of the self is happiness. Need of the body is physical facility. How can I fulfill it? Need of the body can be fulfilled by sorry. Need of the body can be fulfilled by physiochemical things. But need of the self can be fulfilled by right understanding and right feeling. Yeah, who is taking the decision? I am taking the decision. Self is taking the decision. Body is just used as an instrument. Are we able to see this? if I want to eat some sweets, I will be deciding. Self will be deciding. I want to eat sweet. Then what I'll do? Either I'll go to kitchen and take the sweet. If there is nothing available there in my kitchen, I may go to a shop and I'll buy the sweets. So who will be taking the decision for all these activities? Self or body? Who will be taking the decision? Yes. Self is taking the decision. Nice. Body is just acting as an instrument. You will be giving instructions to your body, so that body will move to the kitchen, body will go to the shop, and after getting the sweets, you may be eating the sweets. Yes. Body helps to move. Yes. Human being, body and self are there. Self is deciding, body is moving. That means the human being is moving. Body is moving. Self is deciding. Yes. Yeah, we'll come back to a sweet story. So after buying this sweet, the self will decide, I can eat this sweet. Okay. When the sweet touches the tongue, body will send the sensation to the self. So self will read the sensation. It is tasty or it is not good. It is too sweet. It is too spicy. Who will read all these sensations? Self will read all these sensations. If the taste is according to the liking of the self, self will be feeling happy. If it is not according to the liking of the self, it feels discomfort. Then what happens? The sweet goes inside your mouth, through the throat to the stomach. When it reaches the stomach, the body may be getting nourished. If the sweet is good for the body, body may be getting nourished. If the sweet is bad for the body, it will affect the health of the body. Are we able to see this? So self is taking the decision. Body has no role, just to obey the decision. Whether it is good for the body or whether it is bad for the body will just act as an instrument. But what is health? If the body is healthy, then only the body will be able to obey the instruction of the self. So you can think about this example. If I am driving the car, I have the responsibility to keep the car in good condition. I have the responsibility to fill this petrol inside my car, the fuel inside my car. Then I can use the car whenever it is required. So I, the self, need to show the responsibility towards the body to make it functional. So that condition is known as health. The body acts according to the self and parts of the body are in harmony. This feeling of responsibility towards the body for nurturing, protecting, and rightly utilizing the body is known as self-regulation. Self has the responsibility for keeping the body healthy. This feeling of responsibility is known as self-regulation. Nurture the body by selecting the right kind of food for nurturing the body. Protecting the body by providing clothing, shelter. Rightly utilizing the body needs of instruments. Like I am using the laptop now, you may be using the mobile now, so that we can rightly utilize our body to attend this session. I may be using my phone to call my sister. She's in Delhi. I am in Cochin. But I can talk to her. How? By using mobile phone. So rightly utilizing my body, I need some instruments. I'm using a car for rightly utilizing my body so that I can reach faraway places. I'm not disturbing my body. So three things are required: nurturing, protecting, and rightly utilizing the body. Then I can keep my body healthy. So what is health? The body acts according to the self and parts of the body are in harmony. You think about the situation when you are sick, you are not able to get out of your bed. Yourself may be saying many things. Wake up, you need to go to college, you need to attend the classes, otherwise you will be having attendance shortage. You won't be able to write your exam properly. Wake up and go. But whether you will be able to go if you are not well? No. So that case, the self need to show the responsibility towards the body for protecting the body by providing right kind of medication in cases when the body is unhealthy. So we can discuss health also. So what is health? Body acts according to self and parts of the body are in harmony. So what is feeling of self-regulation? Responsibility towards the body for protecting, nurturing, and rightly utilizing the body. So what is the result? Health of the body is the result. If we see our body naturally is in an orderly system. That means it is in harmony. It has a definite conduct. What do you mean by definite conduct? If I am taking a small knife and I am just piercing my body, what will happen? Blood will be oozing out. The same thing will happen for you also. Body will behave in the same manner. If I am using a sharp object and piercing in my body, the contact of the body is definite. If I am keeping my hand in fire, I can see it is burning. Contact of the body is definite. If I am keeping my hand in a very cold place, what will happen? I won't be, maybe something like my hand will be, because of the cold, extreme cold condition, I won't be able to move my fingers. So the contact of the body is definite. Body itself is an orderly system. But who is disturbing the harmony of the body? If I think about my childhood, I was very healthy. I was not having much illness. I was able to attend my classes, my school. I was able to play all the time. I was dancing also during my school days. But now I am in my 50s. I'm not having the same kind of health now. Why? Who is responsible for this? I only responsible for this. If you want to maintain the health of the body, you have to ensure the continuity of harmony without disturbing the harmony. The body, by nature, it is in harmony, but we are disturbing this harmony. With the feeling of responsibility towards the body, I have to protect my body, I have to nurture the body, I have to rightly utilize the body. Then I can ensure the health of the body. Are we able to see this? We can explore the program for health. What can be the program for health? I want to be healthy. How can I be healthy? So what is self-regulation? Nurture the body, protect the body, rightly utilize the body. Nurturing the body, I need food. So I have to think about the intakes. Intakes through all the sense organs. It includes air, water, sunlight, food, all intakes through our senses. What kind of food I need to eat? Nutritious, digestible, tasty, and easily excretable. And also the sound, sight, smell. You just imagine that you are watching movie and taking your food. Focusing in the TV, focusing on the scenes in the movie. You are not able to see your food, but eating continuously. If there is a situation with violence, crime, all those things in the movie, you are eating. Will this scene affect the health of your body? What do you think about this? Health of the body or health of the self? Definitely, it is an intake through your sight, through your sound, through the sight of the scene, through the sound of the movie. If it is a violent scene, it will affect the health of your body. So we need to be careful about all the intakes. We need to be careful about the intakes through all the sense organs. And also our daily routine, lifestyle. What do you mean by lifestyle? What time I am waking up? What time I'm sleeping? When I'll take my lunch? When I take my breakfast? When I go for dinner? Everything. My daily routine. How long I am able to sleep? That's very important. Sleep is also a requirement of our body. I need to be careful about my daily routine, lifestyle. Are we able to see this? We need to take care of the intake and we need to take care of the daily routine. Then labor and exercise. What do you mean by labor and exercise? I need to give sufficient body movements. How can I get sufficient body movements? Through exercise, through labor. What is the difference between labor and exercise? Exercise means I'm just doing exercise, working out in a gym, walking, going for a walk, some body movements. But labor is, along with body movements, I can get some physical facilities. For example, if I am cleaning my room, sweeping my room, I'll get a clean room. Along with that, I'll get enough body movements. If I am cycling to my college, I'll get enough body movements. I can save the money for fuel. Are we able to see this? So, labor and exercise, we can think about this. We can practice it daily. We can make it as a part of our lifestyle to get enough body movements to keep our body healthy. And also postures for regulating internal and external body organs and regulated breathing. This respiratory system is a largest organ in our body. So we have to take care of it for keeping our body healthy through regulated breathing exercises. Pranayam, that's an example. And also postures for regulating the body movements. We can think about yoga, internal and external body organs. We can think about the postures. Usually when we conduct this universal human value workshops in offline mode for faculty members, we will be conducting it with a different kind of seating arrangement. All of us will be sitting in the floor. We may be keeping a mattress there and you can sit there in the mattress. No chairs will be provided. Over the mattress, sitting in the floor. What is the advantage? Usually, the duration of the workshop is 7 to 8 hours, starting from 9 o'clock till 5:30 in the evening. So long workshops, we won't be able to sit in a chair continuously. There can be many problems due to this posture, continuous sitting posture. So what can be done in that case? If you are able to sit over the mattress in the floor, we can change our posture. Accordingly, we won't feel discomfort. So that also is required. Observing our postures and doing some exercise for regulated breathing. But if your body is sick, what we need to do? If it is a minor issue, we can think about home remedies to bring back our body to harmony. Sometimes the home remedies won't work if you have a severe illness. That case, we may need to go for a medicine. We can see doctor also in certain cases. Maybe in some unfortunate situations, we may need to depend upon long-term medication, machines for keeping our body, for maintaining the health of the body. We may need to undergo some long-term treatments like dialysis, and sometimes we may need to depend on pacemakers. So all these kind of activities. Who will be taking all the decisions for doing all these things? Self will be taking the decision. What can be my intake? How can I change my lifestyle to keep my body healthy? Whether I need to do this labor and exercise every day, whether I need to go to doctor if I'm ill, do I need to depend on any kind of machines to perform my body functions? Do I need to undergo long-term treatments? So, who will be deciding all these things? Self will be deciding all these things by keeping in mind that I have to take the responsibility of my body so that my body will act as an instrument according to my wish. Are we able to see this? So, this is the program for health. So, what can be the priority among them? We will discuss one by one. Intake. Intake includes all that we absorb through all the sense organs: air, water, sunlight, food. Along with that, the thoughts in response of outside circumstances. If you remember my example, watching a movie and eating, your thoughts will be connected with the scene in the movie. If it is a crime scene, your thoughts will be connected to that. If it is a pleasant scene, your thoughts will be changing accordingly. So, for maintaining the health, you need to be careful about all these intakes. When you are choosing food, go for nutritious, digestible, tasty food and easily excretable ways. Fiber rich food. Also, we need to be aware about the intakes through other senses. The same example, especially when you are eating, being aware of how much to eat, choice of food, rather than watching a TV, arguing with others while eating. This also happen very frequently. The children, small children, we can see that they are taking their mobile, keeping it in front of their plate and eating. Or maybe keeping a laptop, watching the movie when they are eating. Is it the right way to maintain our health? If we are really thinking about our responsibility of self-regulation, we need to be aware about all these intakes. Daily exposure to fresh air and sunlight. That also is an intake through the skin. Vitamin E we will get from the sunlight. So daily exposure. So we can think about all the kind of intakes, whatever we are getting through sense organs. Now we can think about daily routine in harmony with nature. That's the circadian rhythm. In harmony with nature. Let us discuss the circadian rhythm starting from 6 a.m. We can divide it into different time zones. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. morning time. So you will be having the breakfast during this time around 8 o'clock. Then usually we may need to take light breakfast. Why? After a very good long sleep during the night, your internal organs were vigorously working. Different activities were going on while you were sleeping. Your body was taking rest, but internal organs were working. Now in the morning, they are really tired. So we should not give more work to the internal organs. But at the same time, we need to get the energy for our daily routine. For that, we need to eat the breakfast. It's essential, but not too much breakfast. We can go for a light breakfast, which will help in giving energy to our body. So this is 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Same way, if we think about 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., these two time schedules almost similar. Why it is similar? If we think about morning time, if we look outside, we can see a very calm, cool, comfortable environment. Sun is just rising up. Outside environment is very nice, very cool and calm. The same thing we can observe in the evening also. 6 p.m. Sun is going to set. All birds, animals, they are going back. They also going to sleep. They also will go to sleep. So there in the evening after 6 p.m. we can see a similar cold, cool environment, calm environment. So in the same way, we were having this breakfast around 8 o'clock, 2 hours after our sleep, 2 hours after waking up, minimum, between 7 and 8. What time we used to wake up? That can be 1.5 hours before the sunrise. 1.5 hours before the sunrise. So evening 6 p.m. after sunset, we can have a dinner between 7 and 8 p.m. That means now the dinner time is over. 7 and 8 p.m. So that you will at least get 2 hours for sleep. 2 hours before sleeping. That means you are not supposed to sleep immediately after your dinner. At least there should be a gap of 2 hours. Are we able to see this kind of schedule? Are we practicing this kind of schedule? If you are able to do it like this, we can somehow manage the harmony of our body according to the daily routine of the environment. So we were talking about 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 6 p.m., 10 p.m. Now we can go to the second part. Second part of this schedule means 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. Similarly, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. What will happen at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.? Usually, the students may be there in the college or school. Parents will be working somewhere. Everyone is very active. The peak time of our work. What will happen outside environment? Sun is rising up at 12 p.m. It's in the top. topmost position. Sun is there in the topmost position. We feel very hot outside. Very hot outside. The same way, we may also feel hungry. Strongest agni, strongest desire for food. According to the temperature outside. Outside temperature, it is very high. It's in the top. The same way, hunger is also in the top. So what time we can go for lunch? Between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Almost 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. I would say. Anyway, before 2 p.m. So the bus time is 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. See the connection? Outside temperature is rising up. The same way, internal hunger is also rising up. We need to provide food to our body. Now we can go to the third sector. 2 p.m. to 6. Yeah, what happens in the evening? 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. If you think that you are going to sleep by 10 p.m., just 1 hour before, 9:30 to 10:30, something like that. So you will be in sleep, deep sleep by 11:30, 12. So what happens at this time? Liver activation, detoxification and repair after 12 a.m. Actually, it is between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. So our internal organs are actively working. Liver activation, detoxification, repair works, all these are happening. But if you think that you wake up at this time, if you have a work in the late night, what will happen? 12 p.m. we may feel hungry. We want to eat something. The same situation will happen at 12 a.m. We may feel hungry. But what do you think about this? Will it be good for your health? Eating at 12 a.m.? What is your opinion about this? Actually, at 12 a.m., after 12 a.m., between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m., our internal organs have a different type of work. They are working for liver activation, detoxification, repair activities. But if you are taking food during this time, it will give an extra work to the internal organs. That will affect the harmony of our body. Are we able to see this? If we think about our daily schedule, we can see that most of us are sleeping late night, working late night, taking dinner late night, waking up late in the morning. Some of us may be doing some night shifts. All these activities are actually disturbing the harmony of our body. But if you are able to follow this circadian rhythm, daily lifestyle, daily routine, according to the time schedule or in line with the time schedule of nature, it can help us in improving the health of our body. See the last sector, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. What happens after your lunch? If you are in the college, if you are in the office, you may feel sleepy. Yes. We want to take a small nap. Outside environment is also like that. Everything settling down. Nice environment. So we may also think that we may need to take a sleep. Absorption and assimilation is happening. We had our lunch earlier. Now the food is getting digested, and this part, absorption and assimilation, is happening. So what happens during this time in the morning? 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. waste removal is happening. After all the internal activities, after this absorption and assimilation, repair works, the body is trying to throw away the waste. That's the reason early morning we have this feeling. We may go to toilet if you are waking up in early morning. We have to remove the waste. So wake up time 1.5 hours before 6 a.m. Usually we call this time as Brahma Muhurt. In our traditional system also we are saying that this is the good time to wake up, because we may be having a calm, cool environment. Everyone is silent. The entire atmosphere is silent. Mostly, if you're doing meditation and all, this is the perfect time, early morning. So this is our daily routine. If you are able to practice this daily routine, we can maintain the health of the body. I think we'll continue the rest of the things in the coming week. We can start with labor, exercise, and rest of the things as per our program in the next week. Yes. Thank you for your patient listening. But I'll request you, if you are able to interact, it would be very nice. It will help me and you, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Over to you,
Thank you,
Bhaiya.
Deepa Didi. Thank you, Deepa Didi, for the enriching and informative session. And we certainly like to have more such exploration. We will meet again same time next week for more and more exploration on UHV 1. So thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, Bhaiya.